Welcome back to Tina Talks, where we break down human rights in ways that actually matter to our everyday lives. Today's episode is powerful and necessary. We're talking about bodily autonomy. Your right to say, "This is my body, my rules." We've joined by a woman I personally admire, health advocate, wellness coach, and entrepreneur, Miss Abby Peñalosa. She's been using her platform to champion consent, reproductive health, and body positivity. So let's get into it. Hi, Abby. Super excited to have you here. Can you share to our viewers what you are doing and advocating right now?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Ma'am Tina, and thank you for inviting me this afternoon. And I am Abby from Palawan, Puerto Princesa. As you can see in my content, I'm Abby, your healthy body, and I'm really into health and wellness because number one, I do have a business with regards to natural products, and also now because last year medyo naging hindi okay ang health ko. So now I'm also in the wellness part na nakakatulong sa ating metabolic health.
So let's dive in. When we say bodily autonomy, what does that mean to you, especially as someone na nasa into health and wellness?
Okay, for me, no, yung pinakamabilis pumasok sa isip ko when you tell bodily autonomy is the right for you to really decide on your health, on your own. Kasi 'di ba, as you can observe, siguro naman halos karamihan sa atin nakadalaw na sa ospital. Before we do something or before may gagawin sa pasyente, tatanungin siya ng pangalan niya, sasabihin sa kanya kung ano yung mga procedures na gagawin. So that for me is really important because again, it's your body and you have the right to ask or reject anything that they would wanna do if in case may kailangan kang procedure and others and the likes, no?
Correct. I agree, no? Wala naman talaga ibang magde-decide for our own body. It's your own body, it's your health. And hindi mo siya pwedeng i-depend sa ibang tao kasi you decide for yourself. Let's talk about consent. So, in your opinion about this Filipino culture na lagi nating naririnig na magpaalam ka muna, about, of course, your body na mga gagawin mo sa katawan mo, and hearing comments like, ang taba mo na. So, how does that affect in our sense of ownership sa ating katawan?
Alam mo, this goes beyond just physical for me. I would be spiritual in this aspect because our bodies are temple of something greater than ours. Diba? So, God made us and He required us to take good care of our health as well. Kasi lahat naman ng good things binigay niya. It's just that we do have the ability then to decide on our own kung ano yung ipapasok natin sa katawan natin that will not hinder us to do more great things, or alam mo yun, yung mahirapan ka para i-serve ng maayos yung pamilya mo. So hindi naman yung galing sa kanya. So it's really important that you think of anything, every bit actually. Kasi we do have time naman din to enjoy and we do have time naman din to really check on our health. And ako din po, no, personally, na nadamay din ako dito sa ang taba mo na. Pero, the thing is, doktor yung nagsabi sa akin, sabi niya, Mommy, wag ka ma-offend. Sabi niya, mag-lose weight ka because that time I had an episode of sciatica. It's an inflammation in the body. In my case, sa likod ko po yun. No? Sa likod ko yun. Tapos sabi ko, parang hindi na maganda to. Kasi nahihirapan na ako in a way na pag kumikilos ako, pag may attack ako ng sciatica, sobrang sakit. Hindi ako makatayo agad. So that's my wake-up call. No? That's my wake-up call. And also, sometimes pag nagta-travel ka, syempre, first time mama ko, parang wala kang pakialam sa mga ganun-ganun. Kasi the love that you have for your child is hindi matutubos. Parang wala kang munang pakialam sa ganyan. And it so happened na, syempre nakikita ka ng mga tao. Sabi, uy girl, na ano ka na, parang lumalaki ka na. Parang sa akin, wala lang talaga yun. Kasi, the love that I have for my child, parang na, mas malakas pa yung power nung pagmamahal mo sa anak ko. Pero, nung nagkakasakit-sakit na nga po ako, doon na. So, April, May ng 2024, I got diagnosed with sciatica. To make the long story short, August, I was diagnosed with PCOS. So, how does that affect the sense of ownership over my body? Nung na-diagnose ako noon, I talked to my doctor. Siyempre, ang usual na sinabi, hindi mong papayat or be careful with your diet. Ang bait-bait ko na sa diet ko for 16 years. Mabait po talaga ako sa ganyan. Pero syempre, hindi naman mawawala yung mga kinakain nating mga processed food, mga ganyan. So, napaisip ako. Sabi ko, kung nakapangalawa na ako ngayong taon, parang iba na po. So, that's that time I really took charge of my health. Because, paano nga naman? Sino bang nahihirapan? Ako rin naman. Basically, ako naman. So, everything, bumabalik siya sa akin. So, that's when I took the chance to really take hold of my health, of my mental health, mga iniisip ko, mga tinitake ko, and anything that I do that will benefit me so that my family can also benefit. Diba? For the service that I give, for the love that I give, for the time that I give, I owe it to them as well. So, yun na yun talaga, nag-take ako ng chance na ako na to, go na to. Ganon.
I agree. Oo, sobrang disciplined ka nga eh. Well, you don't really allow other people naman talaga to decide para sa katawan mo, di ba? I mean, literally, hindi naman sila yung nagpapakain sa'yo. Hindi sila yung naglalagay. Yes, di ba? You feed yourself, not just food, but everything. Lahat ng mga words na pinifeed mo, di ba? Ikaw yun eh. You have a choice kung anong gusto mong i-intake sa katawan mo. That's why you have authority over your body.
And to add, gusto ko rin i-add na when they tell you that, kasi 'di ba yung ibang love language ng mga tao would be words of affirmation. So that would be hurtful for them na marinig na sinabihan kang ang taba mo na or ang laki mo na or napabayaan ka sa kusina and whatsoever. So I would just want to give them this as a tip na kung marami na yung nagsasabi sa'yo, parang it's a wake-up call. Kasi syempre, that would hurt you. And marami din ako, even my clients would tell me na ganito yung sinabi, hindi naman nila alam na may sakit ko. Or mga ganyan-ganyan. So, maybe, pag marami ka nang nare-receive na mga gano'n na negative, that's the wake-up call as well. For you to really choose yourself. Kasi, marami nang nakakakita na sometimes hindi nga natin yung nakikita on our own. Kasi okay naman tayo. Diba?
But we need also to consider kanino siya nanggagaling. Because, yes, yung mga opinions na ganon. Because sometimes, meron talagang mga tao na gusto ka lang talaga ma-feel down. Yes, or meron silang ibang negative reasons kung bakit kanila gina-judge physically. Kasi minsan, hereditary yung katawan nating malaki. Or sometimes, di ba, kagaya ni Angel Oxim, di ba, meron siyang tinitake na medicine at meron siyang case ngayon sa health niya. That's why she's big. So, yung mga ganon, dapat I think we also respect that. Kasi hindi, lalo na sa babae, ang dami nating hormonal changes.
Hormones. Iba.
Na nagyayari, most especially after natin yung mga anak, di ba? And again, sometimes it's hereditary. And siguro being sensitive as well, for me lang, no, na siguro nga nakikita natin sa tao na yon na she's not living her life or his life in a healthy way. So, there are so many ways kung paano natin sila matutulungan. Not just because we want to change yung kanilang katawan na parang ang taba mo na o di kaya ito yung common lalo na sa atin sa generation natin
Filipino culture.
Yes, na pang nanay na yung katawan mo. Parang may mga ganon, diba? Parang meron bang specific? Meron bang nagsasabi na ito dapat yung katawan ng dalaga? Diba? Nagkakaroon tayo ng ganong norm. Which is, yes.
May leveling.
Totoo. Which is dapat, instead of saying that, try to help that person. Like what you're doing, you're bringing awareness through your social media platform and through your business kung paano to live a healthy life, to have a healthy body. So, now let's talk about self-image. Body positivity versus body neutrality. Is there a pressure to always love your body even when you don't? What's a more realistic mindset?
Body positivity and body neutrality. Alam mo, body positivity, nandun ako last year. Super, super. I really do love my body. Wala nga akong pakialam. I feel okay. But the realistic mindset for me is the way your body screams from the inside. Kasi it's not just really neutrality or positivity. Para sa akin yun na hindi siya ganon, because our body, before anything happens, may sinasabi talaga yan. May nararamdaman ka talaga. Kasi ako hindi ko talaga siya hindi ko siya pinapabayaan. When I had PCOS, doon na yung naging wake up call ko, okay, insulin resistance to. Kasi nga, nasa study ko na eh. And before that happens, alam ko yung history ng health ko ever since bata ako. Yes, mabait ako sa food for 16 years dahil natural ako. Pero, before that happens, nung bata ako, batang sweets po ako. Batang Coco Crunch po ako, to say. And I cannot blame my parents about that na huli na, 30 na, may sarili na akong pamilya. So, doon ko na-review yung health ko. It's not just really for me to really sell. Hindi eh. Sabi ko, susunod pa rin yung may mga ganito din. Siyempre, mga panahon namin, mga batang Coco Crunch din yun. Di ba? So, yung realistic sa akin is, nung na-check ko, yung history ng health ko, nung 7 years old na ako, I had eczema. Hindi siya matanggal-tanggal. Okay, to take note, hindi siya matanggal-tanggal. So, steroids, mga cream, ganyan, hindi talaga. So, 25 years later, iba na. Pag 25 na ako, 26, 27, 28. Now, I became a cosmetic formulator student. That's why I do have this business na, di ba? Dahil nga, hindi na talaga siya matanggal, naawa ako. And also, yung kapatid ko, meron din. So, it's really a wake-up call. So, totoong realistic talaga siya. Hindi lang siya mindset na magiging okay ako, mag-exercise ako, and papayat ako, and whatsoever. Hindi na eh. Kasi kailangan mo i-review. So, nung na-check up ako and everything, sabi ko, this is the time, wala na, hindi na natin pwedeng hintayin because it will or might lead to some chronic illnesses in the future. Diba? So, mapapaisip ka. So, it's really you hearing about your body when it tells you what it needs. So, yun talaga siya for me, na realistic mindset. Kasi sinasabihan ka naman niya, nagtitimbre naman yan siya for you to have it checked as well. Kaya, really, health is really our greatest possession that had been given to us, and sometimes we take for granted. Diba? Na nakakalungkot lang din, especially in the Filipino culture. Kaya, hindi talaga ako napipigilan ngayon, even kuya na ang cast rider when I was in Manila, talagang bakit ka mo nagpapacheck up? Wala ka naman palang sakit, kuya. I need to be checked as early as possible before anything happens. Because, saan po manggagaling yung, di ba, pag may pera tayo, pag-check up, halimbawa, 500 lang. Pero pag magpapa-opera na, automatic, kasi malala na yung sakit, that would be 500,000, 300,000. Meron na tayong gano'n. Bakit nagkakaroon ng gano'n? Nagagawa ng paraan. Pero yung 500, hindi natin mabigyan ng panahon. Sabi niya, oo nga ba? So parang sabi ko, iba na ako talaga. Yung mindset ko, iba na siya when it comes to health. Kasi ang dami na apektuhan when it's pag nandyan na. And to personally share, my mom is a stroke patient for 3 years now. And when you see it in your own eyes, pag nangyari yun sa harap mo talaga mismo, medyo mag-iiba talagang pananaw when it comes to taking good care of your health.
That's true. Pero hindi ko alam na akala ko because sa mga babies mo, kaya mo na-come up si Nature Organic. Yung pala, ikaw mismo, meron kang history.
Yes.
Oh.
Di ba, nagkadugtong-dugtong talaga yung health, beauty, and wellness. Nagtuloy-tuloy siya na, sabi ko nga, Lord, totoo ba to? Kasi ako, sarili ko lang yung inisip ko noong una eh. And then, nung nagka-HFMD sa Puerto Princesa, I was able to make skin relief soap. Natulungan mga babies. Ngayon din, may mga HFMD na naman na nag-rise. Then, sabi ko, hala, nakakatulong siya, but on a bigger, idea, ibig sabihin, mas marami pang taong mas kailangan ng tulong. And then, pumasok insulin resistance. Ang mga tao nagkakaroon na ng diabetes. Kahit na bata. Di ba po ngayon, and Alzheimer's disease is type 3 diabetes yan. Yung mga waistline natin sobrang lumalaki. It's really not normal. And it's really, parang wake up call na siya sa mundo. Pero, the food system nowadays, wala namang ginagawa eh. Kaya tayo yung may capacity to decide on our own para mangyari yung gusto natin mangyari sa katawan natin. Kasi hindi siya nakakatuwa. Alam mo yun, yung parang bumibili ka ng pagkain, tapos mapapashorten yung buhay mo. Hindi nakakatuwa yun. Di ba? So, yun yung mindset ko talaga ngayon.
Totoo. Speaking of bibili ka ng pagkain, yung nagkakaroon tayo minsan ng comparison like, magkano ba ngayon yung isang milk tea, di ba? 100 plus.
Yeah.
Versus magkano mag-enroll sa gym, magkano mag-Zumba
Yes.
for our generation, di ba? Something like that. Pero, yun nga, no, going back doon sa in-explain mo kanina, yung history first. And
Yes.
you mentioned the word wake-up call.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we also need to respect yung wake-up call ng bawat isa. Kasi minsan, for example, same age tayo ha, pero magkaiba yung level of wake-up call natin or yung time ng wake-up call natin. Minsan sa akin, hindi ko pa na-realize na I need to change my lifestyle, I need to change my eating habit. Ikaw, maybe iba because of your history din, of your background din na pinanggalingan, meron kayong health concern, may health history kayo. So, iba-iba yung facing ng bawat isa sa atin pagdating sa wake-up call. That's why, again, what we can do right now is just to really to share what we think kung ano yung tamang gawin, which is yun yung ginagawa mo ngayon with your business. And again, no, yung business na yan, it's really good kasi hindi lang siya just to generate income. Pero ang lalim ng hugot, hindi ko talaga alam. Because sa'yo pa nag-start yung mga skin problems nung 7 years old ka, akala ko talaga dahil nagkaanak ka na.
Yung mga lumalapit din sa akin are the person who had their wake-up call din. Kasi when you decide for you, doon nagsisimula eh. Kasi nung nag-decide din ako nung sa akin, doon din nagsimula. So, hindi siya talaga magsisimula sa iba na kahit nasabihin nila, pag hindi mo rin inalaw, yun parang wala. Diba?
Yes, you did not ask them naman na, uy, magpa-check up ka na or what, diba? Just because through your content, sila yung lumalapit sa'yo ngayon. And nagkakaroon sila ng wake-up call.
No, when you decide on your own, hindi lang sa products kasi marami eh. When we exercise for health, para sa'yo yan. When you have the program, it's for you. Then when you use natural product, it's for you. Then again, lahat babalik sa'yo talaga. Diba?
Pero reminder lang sa mga viewers natin, ng mga Gen Z ha, not because kasi tayo mga mothers na. Sabi mo nga kanina, nag-change na yung food natin ngayon. Like before, during our time, wala namang mga milk tea na yan. Wala naman maglilipanan ng mga coffee shops na yan. I'm not saying that they're bad. Yes. Hindi ko sinasabi na masama yung mga yon, but lahat in moderation. But nakita naman natin ngayon lahat instant, lahat mabilis. Gusto ng tao, very fast na ang pacing ngayon. Kaya even yung food na tinitake natin is gusto natin instantly nandyan na yung mas mabilis na coffee, mabilis na mga drinks, diba? But So, narinig nyo kanina na program ni Miss Abby. Wait lang kayo dyan because later on, we will also share with you what is that program. Ayan. Kasi nga, iba na rin yung time ngayon. Mabilis na ang facing ngayon. That's why not everybody has the pleasure to go walking, to go exercise, and gym, and all. Dahil iba na nga ngayon ang generation. All right, Miss Abby, as a woman in business and health, how do you protect your boundaries, physical, mental, and emotional, especially when you're in the public eye?
Oh, wow. Ang bigat nun, ha? So, physically, I watch what I eat. Actually, this program allowed us, diba, to just enjoy whatever food we have. But syempre, to be extra, check mo din yung mga kinakain mo. Kasi still, it will have an effect. Mental naman, naku, ito talaga ang mga nangyayari ngayon na talagang medyo mahirap din kasi once yung mental health natin yung naapektuhan, nagbabar down lahat ng sistema natin. As in, sobrang dami. That's why some of the people become PWD din. Na halimbawa, hindi mo naman nakikita na PWD, okay siya. But na-hit na kasi yung mental health, kaya medyo hirap na siya pang-process. Diba? So sa mental health naman, I believe that what I do is I just keep the bad comments at arm's length. Hanggang dyan ka lang. Kasi I don't want that to affect me that much, and I always get yung anything that would help me grow lang. Siyempre, marinig mo naman yung mga sinasabi, yun ang mga negatives and the like. Pero, always discern what would be helpful for you in the long run. Ganun din po sa emotional, magkadugtong kasi yan sila di ba? So, una, masasaktan ka muna emotional or magiging masaya ka before maapektuhan yung mental health mo. So, I keep that at arm's length. If hindi yun makaka-grow sa akin, yun eh. And by having that, di ba, hindi lang health, kasi nga may mental health. Then, you decide kung kanino ka talaga sasama. If you are aiming for growth, you go to the people that aims for growth as well. If you aim for success or whatever success look like to you, halimbawa, gusto mo na may side hustles and stuff, go. Di ba? Kasi you cannot have that sa mga people na hindi rin yun yung ginagawa. Kasi katulad ko ngayon, diba nagko-content creation ako, not just for money, no? But I really wanna learn more. Hanggang kagabi nag-aaral pa ako nun. Kasi yun yung mga gusto kong matutunan sa ngayon. Kailangan mo rin siyang i-effort. Again, babalik tayo doon. Desisyon mo yon para mag-improve ka. Hawak mo yun eh. So yun yung kaya mo. Kung kayang pang ipilit na ganito, na pwede pa, yun, kagabi, nag-lesson pa ako. May take ako kasi, di ba? Nag-learn ako. So again, that's for me, to be used by me, to be shared by me. Diba? So yun talaga siya.
To all the Gen Z viewers out there, learn how to filter everything. Totoo yung sinasabi ni Abby. Like, i-filter mo, hindi lang yung, lalo na sa social media. Diba? Hindi lahat na nakikita mo sa social media ay nag-fit sa'yo. Actually, hindi lahat na nakikita mo sa social media ay totoo. Diba? Ang dami na, lalo na naglipanan ng mga AIs ngayon. Diba? So, you really filter yung fini-feed mo sa mind mo, yung fini-feed mo literally sa katawan mo, diba? You need to check your wall right now. Sa lahat ng mga Gen Z viewers right now, I want you to check on your walls sa social media accounts nyo. Kasi, kung ano yung nandoon, ibig sabihin, guys, yun yung lagi yung sinesearch. Yeah, kaya
parehas tayo ng nasa isip. Yan din yung sasabihin ko.
Yes, kasi ibig sabihin, the social media will feed you kasi kung ano yung nasa isip mo. So, ibig sabihin, yung sinasabi kanina ni Abby, if you have the proper mindset, everything will follow. So, ibig sabihin, if you have right mindset, lahat ng feed mo, magpa-follow sa'yo ang algorithm ng social media, bibigyan ka rin ng tamang contents at tamang mga tao, kukonect ka sa mga tamang tao sa iyong social media account. So, it's really good to practice filtering. Ganda nun, Abby.
Now, it's already an assessment for you. Kasi nakikita mo na, ako mahilig ko, funny videos, tapos mga healthy, yun lang din naman yung nakikita ko. So, check mo. So, pag may ginawa kang iba na ganyan, parang ilang days na yun na yung binababaran mo, mapapansin mo na okay, medyo hindi pala good, kasi hindi goods para sa akin. Ano ba yung naging effect sa akin? Mas tinatamad ba ako? Mas na-energize ba ako? Mas nagana-ganahan ako magtrabaho? Hindi. So, yun, mga ganon. That's assessment na kaagad.
Okay. So, for young people who feel like they don't have control over their bodies, ayan, maybe dahil merong family pressure nga sa society or even sa religion, ano yung empowering step na pwede mong ma-share sa kanila, Miss Abby?
Wow. Parang, nanggaling din ako sa lahat ng to. Literally, because Filipinos, in the Filipino culture, the pressure is always there. And the pressure is always there pag panganay ka. Diba? Relate kayo dyan. So, one empowering step na kahit na wala pang wake-up call is number 1 would be anything that happens in your life is from your decisions. Yun yung talagang parang takeaway na everything, like from head to toe. Kasi may certain time lang na hanggang dun lang din yung magulang natin eh. 'Di ba? At some point aalis din tayo, magtatrabaho tayo, makakasalamuha natin yung iba. And kung ano yung i-allow natin, that's the liberty that you have when you can decide on your own. Even magkamali ka, even mag-success ka, kasi nga babalik siya sa'yo, di ba? It's all part of the learning, and that's what you allow. So, kung ano yung nagmamatter sa'yo, you need to check for the long term or short term, anything will go on its right place, and again, connect nga siya. So, when you decide to take over your decisions, your mindset, your mental and emotional health, sa'yo yun lahat din babalik. So, yun, even sa mga peers that you choose, even the videos you're watching, lahat yun talaga. It's really the mindset of you becoming better for you. So, yun yung I believe that takeaway that I also apply in my life, and hopefully I can really share it with you because it has helped me a lot in transitioning from the old me to the new me. Kasi syempre dependent ka, di ba? Dependent ka, hinatid sundo ka, or sometimes di ka talaga pwede payagan ng mga ganito, ganyan. Pero darating ang araw na they will not be here. So you need to take charge of every decision from small to big. Ikaw na talaga yun.
Alright, para naman doon sa mga very fast-paced na ngayon, kasi we all know na ngayon, hindi uso yung isa lang yung trabaho mo. Like me, I do a lot of things. So, ano yung program that you were talking about a while ago para doon sa mga health conscious but they don't know where to start? Tapos parang ang complicated kasi nga sa social media, ang daming sinasabi sa'yo how to become fit. At ang dami yung meron kang meal, bibilang ka ng calories, ilang steps, at ang dami-dami yung dapat gawin. How to simplify everything, Miss Abby?
Okay, sige. So, introduce ko na rin sa inyo this system that I do. It's 2 products and 1 practice that we do every day without you needing to have exercise. But, if you are super extra, kasi ako, in my case nga, busy mom pa ako. So, hindi ko pa nagagawa yun. But this works even without now workout and everything. So, this tea helps increase our GLP-1 naturally. So, we have a hormone in our body na GLP-1, nasa tiyan natin yun. Yun yung nagsasabi sa atin na not to overeat. So, ito yung natutulong nun. Kasi nga, pag yung GLP-1 natin namanhid. So, ang nangyayari, lamon tayo ng lamon. Hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng control kasi nga namanhid na siya. So, paano siya makakapagtrabaho? Now, we are getting that back. And also, this tea has the property na anti-inflammatory. Okay? Now, nakikita ko, Miss Abby, dun sa mga content mo, makain ka naman, tapos ang dami-dami pa, tapos minsan pretty mo naman, tapos may kanin ka pa din. So, ito yung next na product is the fiber. This one contains 7 different fibers that helps us make us feel full faster and feel full longer. Bakit mahalaga po yun na kumakain pa rin tayo even if we are dieting or if we are really into that parang health era? Kasi po, our body needs energy. And what the fiber does, it coats our tummies, nag-create siya ng wall so that when the carbs come in, it blocks 43% of the glucose spike. Yung glucose spike po, bakit mahalaga? Yun po yung nagko-control ng cravings natin in the morning. Tayong mga Pinoy, ang nangyayari, breakfast. After 2 hours, merienda. Lunch, merienda. And then, dinner. So, the insulin cannot really rest. So, tataas na naman siya. After 2 hours, biglang magda-digest. Tapos biglang, may merienda na naman. Tapos biglang, okay, gano'n na naman. Ganyan na naman. So, nahihirapan siya, nag-roller coaster ride. And yun yung nakaka-apekto sa atin. Why our hormones are getting wrecked. Dahil sa araw-araw din na ginagawa natin yun. So, by this program, kasi nga nagiging busy na tayo, yun ang mahirap. Nagiging busy na tayo. So, this program has helped me within 8 months say bye to my PCOS, sciatica, gout, and PCOS.
It's really nice na sobrang ang ganda na ng mga options ngayon. No? Talagang nag-i-evolve na rin yung ways and means natin on how to live a healthy life. Nag-a-adjust na rin sa atin ang science pagdating sa, sa lifestyle natin. And it's good. Yeah, it's good that we have, again, you have the capacity or you have this power to make decision for yourself. Thank you very much for sharing that program. So to all the Gen Z and millennials, listen up, your body is not public property. You don't owe anyone explanations of your choices, your appearance, or your identity. You have the right to be safe, healthy, and free to decide for yourself. That's not just a vibe, it's your human right. Thank you so much, Abby, for being here and for dropping all these truths. If you want to follow her journey, check out the links below. I will be providing them. Also the program and also the product where you can buy those stuff. And don't forget to like, share, and tag someone who needs to hear this today. And as always, stay aware, stay empowered, and stay loud.